Well, first of all, congrats to Louisville. Another tough loss for us. Very weird game. Just how it started. It's really unlike any game I've ever been a part of to start. And I apologize to my team at halftime for my, I guess whatever in that. Thought our guys fought, put ourselves in a position where we had a chance once again. Got to be smarter. Have to be able to finish, and we got to be able to defend better. Credit their guys. They made some big plays, big shots, and made enough of them tonight to kind of, come out with the win. I'm proud of our fight. We just got to be a little bit smarter. It's been a interesting week for us. We've had guys in protocol. We've got some guys that got here this morning. Hadn't practiced since Saturday. And so it was just kind of and look, everyone's going through this right now. This is our first time going through something like this year. And, again, I'm proud of how we fought, but disappointed in the loss. Questions?
Jeff, sorry for the background noise here, but at least in the first half, how much of what you saw offensively from your team with Ithiel back in there, how sustainable do you think that is? Like, how accurate of a reflection do you think that is of what this offense can now be now that it has a shooter of his capabilities?
Well, I think we can be better than we were. I mean, we only shot 40% in the first half. And so I think we can be a little bit better. I'm hoping we can be a little bit better. We didn't get to see everything because John only played a minute in the first half. And so hopefully as we get more practice time together and we can have our full roster of what we have right now, we can hopefully get some continuity into what it is we're trying to do. I thought Ithiel was terrific in the first half. I thought our guys played well to put ourselves in a position. We were down 8. He hit a big 3 to kind of give us a little bit of life there, and we were able to get it to a 3-point game at halftime. But again, I think we showed some flashes today, but that's not enough.
Jeff, were you tempted at all to bring in John with the 2 fouls in those final 19 minutes in the first half?
I was tempted, but with how the game was being called, I didn't want to do it. I thought we were able to keep it in a distance that it didn't get away from us. If it would have started to get away from us maybe a little bit more, I would have done that. I'm not one of these coaches where a guy gets 2, you automatically sit him for the rest of the half. But with the way the game was being called, especially early, it's not something that I thought was smart for us. And again, our guys kept us in it.
Jeff, when John goes out and Noah goes in, what did you see from Noah to respond to that? And then even when you guys had to play a little bit more small ball to keep it close, what were you guys doing right to keep the fight going in the first half without John?
I thought we defended well during that time. I thought we just spread the floor. Like, look, we had some lineups out there that we've never practiced with. We had to go. And so because we haven't practiced it, guys were in different positions. There was really nothing that we could run as far as stuff that's in our menu because guys wouldn't have known the position. So we just tried to spread the floor out, to put them in ball screens and to try to make the correct read off the ball screens and make some plays.
What did you like from John in the second half and how he stayed engaged even though he was on the bench?
Well, in the second half, he was out there for most of it. I thought he played with force. He played with power. He made some good passes. He just gave us a presence down there. Played with energy and emotion.
Jeff, beyond any explanation that you got from the refs, what did you see on that double technical there with John and Williams?
I didn't see what happened. And so I was confused because I thought it was just a technical foul on Williams. And so when it became a double tech, that's where I was just trying to figure out what was going on because I didn't see what happened.
Jeff, how did you see John's demeanor, take that on? You guys were in West Virginia and, you dealing with, that was the first time you guys dealt with a hostile crowd. You're in Louisville this time. but John gets Williams to foul out and kind of was able to fight for you guys then. How do you think he took on that challenge?
Well, I think coming into this game, I think John was in the top 5 in the country in drawing fouls. And that's what he does. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense. He's a big physical guy. And, this is not the first time he's gotten an opposing big guy in foul trouble. The thing that I saw is that we need him on the court longer than 19 minutes. And so, everyone, John, us, we have to do a better job of helping him because we're a better basketball team when he's on the court for us.
Jeff, you were missing Oladapo tonight for COVID protocol, and Jamarius also wasn't protocol. Is that why he had a mask on?
Yes.
Does he have to wear the mask over his mouth, or is it okay down by his chin?
It's a good question, man. I don't understand any of this stuff. I'm really not sure anyone does, even the doctors and scientists. So we try to do what they tell us to do, man.
Will the end be available this weekend?
I hope so. We'll see when we get back and get to practice tomorrow. We'll have a better idea of that.
Jamarius, when you guys lost John in the first half, what was your statement to the team as a leader to try to keep things going? He's obviously a huge part of your team, and only having him for 1 minute was a big challenge, but you guys kept it close.
Yes, sir. When John gets in foul trouble, it's the next man up, and that's Noah. He gives us a different look, different energy out there, different ball screen coverage that we can go to. So for us, it's just one of our weapons is down, but it's trying to use what we have, looking at our new advantages out there on the court and trying to take advantage of it.
What was
Jamarius?
What was it like having Horton out there and, just having an extra shooter on the floor and kind of help space the floor for you guys?
Yes, it was great to see him out there after so long. Tonight he played well. It was great having him out there with the floor space and the aggressiveness and the unselfishness. And I look forward to playing with him as the season goes on and watching him progress.
Being in the COVID protocols here over the past few days, Jamarius, what was that time like for you? How much did it limit how much you were able to practice and work out and do things like that?
Yeah, for me, I didn't practice at all. I showed up this morning. So for me, it was getting myself as mentally prepared as possible, doing some things that I can at home and just making sure my body feels good for tonight's game.
Jamarius, you haven't practiced at all since the Notre Dame game?
No.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel fine.
Yeah, how does that time away, and you had come on late this game, Jamarius, how does that time away impact you, I guess, especially in the first half and in some of the game's early minutes? Does it take a little while to kind of get a feel for things, get back into a rhythm?
Well, for me, I was just trying to find, my wind out there. As far as our sets and stuff like that, I've been playing for a while now, so I'm kind of used to what we run. There was some couple plays that I missed, but just trying to get as acclimated as quickly as possible before tonight's game.
Jamarius, you guys have had so many tight games and a few that haven't fallen your way. Mm-hmm. What's the mindset with that? Is it like, hey, we're this close, or is that frustration really starting to build?
Nah, I wouldn't say the frustration is starting to build because the locker room, not too long ago, like, we still understand that we're a good team, and we just have to get to the point where we stop beating ourselves night in and night out, and we'll win some of these games.
This was a night here, Jamarius, where John went up against one of the ACC's top big men, more than held his own, honestly probably won the matchup. What do you think a performance like tonight says about him and what he can do here moving forward?
It really just shows John's fight. For me, I seen a no back down type of attitude for him. He accepted the challenge, and he was ready from tip off. Unfortunately, we didn't have him in the first half, but he showed up strong in the second half, and we need that moving forward. I challenged him it would be a great day he plays both halves. So next game, hopefully we'll have him out there for both halves.
Jamarius, you've been in that situation before. Did you feel pretty good about your last shot there at the end?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. I mean, I don't have any regrets. I had just made it 3 the possession before. So it is what it is at this point.
Based on the timeline, Jamarius, are you expecting to have to wear the mask for Saturday's game?
I do not know. If I have to, I will. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to win.